Flite Test. I'm Josh, and this is not Josh. This is Arron Bates.
How you doing?
And he has been so kind to come down from this, about 3.5 hours?
Yes, sir.
To help us finish off a project that he was helping us with the FT3D swappable.
Happy to play along.
And he did an amazing thing. He fit this huge airplane in what I would say is not an overly large car.
Well, this is the kind of airplane which I like to keep in the back seat just for the convenience.
Just for the convenience, just pull it out, fly in the park whenever you want to.
It actually was already in the car before I drove.
That's amazing. Well, thank you for not taking it out of the car. And this is a great opportunity because a lot of you guys have said you're doing everything electric. We want to see some gas planes. And I love gas planes. I don't fly huge 3D gas planes. And there's a lot I need to learn, and a lot I'm sure you guys want to learn too. So Arron was kind enough to put this out on this crazy windy day.
It's a little bumpy, but everything's worth flying. So
awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll let you go ahead and get this all ready, and then we'll get you in the air. Friends, we don't have many opportunities to show you do's and don'ts with gas airplanes, but there's a big don't. Now, normally when you start up a gas plane, you have a buddy holding the tail. Oftentimes, if you ask someone that's not knowledgeable about holding the tail, what they'll do is they'll go mid-fuselage and they'll kind of try to squeeze the tail right here. There's two things going wrong. The tail's getting skinnier and you're going to lose your grip. You always want to plant the back of your legs firmly against the rear of the stabilizer in as narrow as possible.
And the guy who's starting the engine has to make sure that the plane is always up against the back, and it's also handy if you put your hand
right here
to make sure that it doesn't move back.
If you care about your friend's fingers, do this, okay? So when you go into these really complicated things like a knife edge spin, is it all in getting the plane at the right attitude?
Yeah, so there is an easy way to enter it from coming down. So the easiest way to enter is once you come down, your left rudder, start a roll.
And you're just holding the sticks in. You're not oscillating like a rolling Harrier or something.
No, it's just it's mostly a stick holding position, and you can figure out for a plane just to do an outside snap and it'll start doing it. Other way to enter it is to do a stall turn, get in the rudder, and then take it down elevator. And I stuffed it up. And it does something else instead.
Still looks amazing though.
That's fun.
So it's important as much for people to know the stick movements as also how to get the plane in the right attitude.
Right. It's all against the plane's attitude. Here's one.
Oh wow. And recovery for a blender is mostly done through power, right?
You're in a flat spin, so the technical exit is to throttle back, opposite rudder, and let the plane fall to pick up the speed. And then, but most good aerobatic planes, you'll just roll out of it.
All right, well, what my friend Arron's trying to do right now is he's going to try to do a tail touch to a pine tree, because we have a fascination with pine trees here where we do all of our shoots. And Chad asked him, hey, do you think you can touch your tail to a pine tree? And Arron says, sure, I'll touch a $3,000 airplane to a pine tree, not a problem. So he's going to see if he can do that. And Chad may owe him one of our swappable kits when they come out in the future here. We'll see. Right now he's, oh my God! Okay, he touched his tail to a pine tree inverted in like a knife edge attitude with no problem. So he's doing it again. He's going for it again. Oh my God! He passed inverted high alpha, his tail through the 2 narrowest pine trees on the yard. These are like called the pine trees of temptation, you know what I mean? They just draw you near. But I don't think we can outdo this now. It's pretty much done deal. He has the record for the craziest thing to do with pine trees. How long have you been flying?
This Flite?
No, I mean
In general?
When did you start flying? And
My dad was into it before I was born.
okay,
So I was flying free flights as soon as I was able to hold something.
nice.
And then radio, Dad ponied up when I was 6. But before I had my own plane, I was flying his gliders and stuff. He used to take it up high, so he used to like throw it around.
Yeah, it's funny you said you ponied up and stuff. I can understand what you're talking about. Back when you were about 6, a radio was well over $100 for a really basic radio.
I didn't even have my own radio until I was 16, I think it was. I was using Dad's.
I think the memories you build with your dad flying models is the best thing in the world. Yeah. Even when you crash something, you can usually take something positive away
Well,
from it.
not only that, so my personally favorite memories are my dad down at the local park when it was dead calm flying free flight.
Okay.
I used to be into hand launched gliders and rubber band power planes, and we used to get down the park for hours and great fun. Stop this.
That's nice. Now, what do you call this?
It doesn't have an official name. Funnel, some guys call it a funnel.
Funnel, okay. I know sometimes when I try to put it into a flat spin, I'll get into an attitude like that where it just kind of holds itself.
Yeah, you need a whole bunch of power. It's all power, that one.
Wow.
With no turbulence.
Beautiful, brother. Absolutely amazing.
And because of the wind, I won't be able to bring it back.
Oh, that's fine. Great job. Now, brother, that was incredible. I don't get how in the world you can do such complicated things in windy weather, but then also talk about it and answer every question under the sun at the same time.
Everything's practice, including the talking part, I suppose.
Oh my goodness. Do you do that quite a bit?
You know, if people want to chat, I'll chat.
Yeah, this guy is a wealth of knowledge, and from day one, from the second I met you, you've always been more than willing to give a hand, give your knowledge freely, and you definitely have a way of explaining things, making it understandable for everybody.
It's my pleasure.
I appreciate you driving this distance out here to share this with us, to help us out with our project, and also give you guys a little bit more education on things that we can't fulfill quite yet. So, hope you'll be back.
It was a lot of fun. I hope to be back.
Oh, you'll definitely be back. Thank you
Yep,
so much.
sweet.
And I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Stonecat Productions for sponsoring this episode. Encourage you to chat up on the forums, especially about things you want to see with big gas airplanes, so we can get Arron back on the show.
Or even small gas airplanes, or small electric airplanes, mid-size electric airplanes, large electric airplanes.
Anything and everything. So we want to get him back on the show as much as possible. He is a wealth of knowledge and a pleasure to have.
Sweet.
So, all right, see you next time.
See ya.
Let's go get your plane up for another flight. Is this from the pine tree?
That would be from the pine tree.
Wow. You need a flight test sticker to cover that?
Oh, I said don't do anything I would feel guilty. He was taunting you.
Now, is that a badge of honor, or is that like, oh man? How do you guys look
Look at the
this?
back of my rudder. I'm happy to have scuffs on my wingtips.
Wow.